Pleasant day to everyone. Today we want to look at a roof plan, and we have the question here, CXC question 2011. Right, it says draw to a scale of 1 to 50 the roof framing plan for the building, showing clearly the following exposed framing members. 1, we have the ridge, we have the jack rafters, we have valley, common rafters, fascia board. Label all members and indicate the building outline. Alright, so we want to do that CXC question. Right, and this is the floor plan, right, given for the question. We have the outline of it, and we have the roof outline more so shown in dashed lines, right? So we want to able to construct and design this roof, right? So let's do so now. I'm going to go to my AutoCAD program that's already launched. Right, so if we go back to that, we have the total length being 11,500, the total width of the building being 8,700, and we're going to offset to get the different layouts of that design. So I'm going to select my wall command. Right, and the total length of my structure here is 11,500. So I select line 11,500, enter, and the total width of my building is 8,700, enter. Alright, and then I draw my line and I get my rectangular shape. Right, looking back at my structure here, the kitchen, that is 3,005, the living room 4,500. I'm going to offset these two measurements. Offset 3,500, enter, and I'm going to offset 4,500, enter. Alright, if we go back again, we have the measurements 2007 for the bedroom, 1,800 and 2007 for the other bedroom, and this seems to be a porch or veranda, 1,005. So I'm going to offset 2,700, enter, select offset, left click on offset, enter command 1800, enter, 1,800, and also 2,700, and then we'll trim up to get my desired layouts based on the design given. Alright, and in the floor plan, all that is needed, though we have the windows, we have text, we have kitchen, right? Our walls are going to be straight walls. The lines are not going to be broken, straight lines, right? No windows, no doors, no bricks in our walls, right? Once we're doing a roof plan, let's proceed, follow. Right, I will then double my walls, right? The passage here, I'll indicate the passage here. I'll offset 1,000 for my passage. Here it was not indicated, so I'm using my own measurements here, which is about 3 feet. My general layouts, and also in my hallway here, right, there's an offset from the bathroom walls. I'm going to offset whatever measurement is given. Randomly click a measurement here and trim out this. I'm going to also mirror this line midway. It was not indicated, right? Then I'm going to just double up my walls. My walls are 150. 150. Take wall thickness, enter. Offset 150, enter. I'm going to do my walls. Alright, I'm going to chamfer to cancel out the lines inside of my walls and trim out where I can. I'm chamfering. Alright, and I'm going to trim out. Select trim. Alright, so I've trimmed out all the spaces in my walls. It's looking like this. Alright, so I have the layout of my floor plan here. Right, going back to the question. Right, I'm going to see the outline of my roof. Alright, let's go back. So the roof, under specifications, we have roof, we have pitch pine. The thickness is 50 millimeters, and the width of that piece of lumber is 150 millimeters. Alright, the fascia is pitch pine 25 by 200. And we also have, look at here, this is important here, we have the roof overhang, and the roof overhang is actually the eave, and it's talking about that part of the roof member that is external from the wall. That rafter that is external from the wall is called the eave, is called the roof overhang, right? And the measurement given here is 450, right? So let's work with that. So I'm going to offset 450 for my walls. 450. This is external. I'm going to chamfer what I have offsetted. That is 450. Give my fascia board. Right, so this gives me my border, which is that border, that line that is his border in the layout is 450 away from my walls, right? This gives me my fascia board. I'm going to match properties that. So fascia. So I click line, I draw it, and I want to match properties that into fascia. Wonderful, right? So going back to my question, all right, so notice this layout here, and the ridge is midway. It passes through the bathroom area, right? It's midway of the building. So long ridge. All right, let's go back. So I click line, I'm going to click rafter. I click line, I get the midway. This is midway, half of my building, right across. This gives me my ridge. Alright, also I'll ensure that my 45 marker is on. It's 45. 45 degrees is very important when constructing roof. This is 40, this is 135, which is similar to 45 degrees on the other end. Right, and I'm going to chamfer this. I'm going to draw a line from center here. I will pass straight up to the other end. Alright. So once I have this, I'm going to double up the thickness. Remember the thickness is 50 by 150, right? So I'm going to offset 25 on both sides. Enter 25 millimeters. Both sides. I'm going to trim up these. I'll leave my center line. I'll extend back my center line here. Nice. Now usually rafters are 2 feet spaced from each other, so I'm going to offset, and that is 600 spacing. Right, so I'm going to factor in the thickness of the rafter, which is 50. So I'm going to add the 50 plus the 600, give me 650. So offset 650, enter. Offset everything. Alright, and I'm just going to trim out this here. Right, so I'm going to get half of my roof, and I'm going to mirror the other half. Right, mirroring your roof, once it's symmetrical, saves you time. Alright, it is a CXC based question. Time is of the essence. Here, I'm going to copy my rafters and paste them. Right, until my last one. I'm going to extend these rafters here. Alright, my center line is going to meet the center line. The rafters, it's important to do it in that way. Center. And this one here. Center. Alright, I'm going to trim up. Trim please. Nice. I want to extend these other rafters here. Right, and what I will do from here, I'm going to draw across my center line. I'll draw across my center line. Center. Center. Alright, so this here is also a ridge. From here, come down. Alright, is a piece of ridge of the roof based on this design. And I'll extend my other 3 center lines to meet the center. Center, extend it, center. Alright. I'll also offset 25 millimeters on both sides, here and here. And I'm going to trim out these. 1, 2, trim out these. So I'm going to trim out these. I'll trim it out from here. Alright, and I'll leave 2 lines. Yeah, as soon as I already have it, I'll leave it here. It should be like this. So this is piece of ridge. Alright, I'm going to copy. This here, select it from the center and piece it. Center. Gonna save on time. And then extend my 2 lines on the side. Alright, then I'll convert these into center lines. Alright, so I'm gonna match properties these into center lines. Convert all of these into center lines. So when I mirror, I don't have to undo all of these match properties to everything. Alright. So I'll do my first half of match properties in. Very nice question. Alright, and I'm going to do this here as well. Even my jack rafters. Right, so my valley is going to be formed at that point. Right. Alright, so now I'm ready to mirror the next half of my roof. So I did half of my roof. Alright, I don't have to go and offset and copy. I can mirror every single thing to the next side of my roof. Right, which is undone. So I select mirror, I left click on mirror, I'll left click all of the rafters. I'm going to leave my middle rafter vacant, and I'm going to do all the others besides that one. I'm going to use it as my center point. So I select all of my rafters, all of my common rafters. I select them. Right, the one that come at the angle here, I'm going to select it. Just the 2 at the end, not the middle one. I already have my center line drawn across. Beautiful. Double checking to make sure I didn't leave out anyone. Right, and I'm going to select from the center here, enter, left click the center. I'm going to make sure my restriction is on, and I'm going to click on the center. And I'm going to see, no. And I would have mirrored, exactly mirror all of my rafters onto the other side. right? Because I find the the line of symmetry of my building, so I can do that. I work with 45 degrees angle, so everything is properly laid out, right? The rafters are properly attached, right, to each other. Wonderful. Right, next, based on the question, going back on the question, right, so my roof members are laid out with the overhang, right, and go back to the question. Right, so I'm going to, as the question says, label all members and indicate the building outline. Now when you're doing a roof, right, our walls should be in hidden detail line type, right? So it should be in hidden detail. I'm going to put that in dash lines. Dash lines, which is here. I'm going to match properties this into dash lines, hidden detail. So my walls are hidden, but I want to indicate the presence of my walls in this plan. So I do so by using dash lines. All my walls will be in dash lines. Alright, beautiful. Now I'm going to label the different parts of my roof. Alright, I'm going to label it. Alright, I'm going to label different parts of my roof. Alright, I'm going to change this into fascia. Right, so I'm going to label the different roof members. So with the fascia board, obviously what is boarding around the building, right? That rafter that comes out from the external walls of the building. It's called the overhang. It's called the fascia, and you're going to get the fascia board is that roof member that's attached to the end of the rafter, right? Where the guttering system will be installed. Also, my common rafters is going to be for my ridge. My ridge is going to be, I have two, so this is going to be my ridge here. Right here is going to be my ridge. Also, my ridge is going to be, I'll just rotate it. So this is also going to be my ridge. I rotate it in this angle so you can have an appreciation that this here is also a ridge that goes right down. Alright, I have my valley, two valleys, right here. Alright. Valley here as well. Alright. This here is going to be my jack rafter. It's going to be here, and here is going to be my jack rafter. Alright, I'm going to label it. label it. Alright, so leader, I'm gonna label it leader. Alright, so this is going to give me my jack rafter here also. This will be my jack. Alright, this is my jack rafter. Alright, I then will proceed to dimension this drawing. Alright, no dimension, so I'm going to dimension this drawing. I'm going to click dimension in my layers, select dimension. I'm going to go and annotate, and I want to indicate the overhang, or what I may do, I may just indicate here center of my roof to show it's symmetrical. Alright, it may not always happen that way, and I'm going to just indicate my roof overhang, which is 450 as indicated in the question. Alright, so I'm dimensioning. Again, I go to my center of my ridge. Continuous. So it's even on both sides. Alright, and I can even extend this to here. Alright, I'm going to repeat the same thing. Alright, so now I already have that. I can just basically give the entire measurement here. Let me keep this right here. Alright, and I can give a total measurement on this end. A total measurement here. Alright, so I'm dimensioning. I move to the center of my ridge here, to the side here, to the total measurement here. I may want to indicate that my ridge here is same 450 as indicated in the question, my overhang, my roof overhang. Nice. Also, I'll just give a total measurement here. Tally up my measurement, linear. Alright. This gives me the dimensions of my roof. Show my roof members. Alright. I will then place my roof within my page setup, title block that is ready for printing. Alright, this is my roof plan. Make sure my title is roof plan. The scale is 1 to 50, and the other pertinent information you can have, right? So here ends my question, CXC question 2011 CXC past paper, and we are dealing with a roof framing plan, right? It's a roof plan, right? And my center lines, my dimensions, right? My walls are in hidden detail, right? And if you go back to the question here and notice, right? You don't have to put back windows and doors and text like bedroom and so on. There's this continuous line, and then you change them into hidden detail lines, right? The most so hidden detail lines that indicate that the roof is on top and you cannot really see, but it's holding up the roof members or the roof, right? So here ends that CXC question. I pray that it will be a blessing to you. You can like and subscribe to the video. Until we meet again next time.